Hi gamers, it's Debbie, and I just wanted to talk a bit about today's release of Final Fantasy XIV on the Switch 2 and how it went. I'm just going to completely gloss over the fact that this is the first YouTube video I've made that hasn't been a live stream in well over a year, and just get into it. So if you approve of me getting back into making short form content videos like this, be sure to hit the like button to inspire me to keep going. And with all that said and not said, let's get into it. To address the elephant in the room, there was an issue with dark screen zoning times during play today. There was already a notice addressing this on the lodestone. It has to do with cache clearing processes, and they hope to have an update for it as soon as possible. Seeing as though this is a bug, not a feature, and they hope to have it addressed as soon as possible, I will not comment much more about it. It did make some gameplay rather difficult, especially in Occult Crescent. Pretty much anything where you're inside a dungeon or zone that involves a lot of dying or a lot of teleporting, it's really where this is going to be the most impactful. Anywhere else in the game, I didn't have an issue. I updated my settings from the desktop, downloaded them onto the Switch, and made some slight adjustments to the UI, and was pretty much ready to go. What I did have a problem with was adjusting to the Switch Pro controller. For anyone who is not aware, I play on PC when I stream, and I use an Xbox controller. In my spare time, I play on PS5 and use a PlayStation controller. When I'm on the Switch 2, I use a Switch 2 controller. What I didn't do was go into my Switch 2 settings and invert the confirm abort controls to spare myself the brain hemorrhage of accidentally canceling my target every time I went to select something. And playing on 3 different controllers isn't doing myself a lot of favors either. If you're smarter than I am, you can pick up yourself a generic Bluetooth controller that you can connect to all 3 devices and use with one single controller, or you can just be a keyboard mouse player for the most part, as the Switch 2 does have a mouse mode you can utilize when needed. Debbie just makes life really hard for herself. So if you could utilize any one of those options and just make life much easier for yourself, that's probably the way to go. So going forward, I'm probably going to make the confirm button the same as the PlayStation and the Xbox and spare myself the grief. Though Occult Crescent was made more difficult by the previously mentioned dark screening, everything else I did today, from Frontlines to exploring Limsa to Air Force One, was equal in experience to playing on my PS5, which honestly exceeded my expectations. After playing Endwalker on my ROG Ally, I was expecting to have to sacrifice gameplay for portability, and with the Switch 2, it doesn't seem like I have to do that at all. There is a little bit of lag when playing large-scale content over Wi-Fi, but players of consoles have been aware of this since the very early days of 14, and it didn't seem any worse than it does when playing on my PS5. In fact, at times it was very easy to forget that I was playing on my Switch at all, except when I accidentally hit my home screen. I was playing docked so that I could stream, but I would have been quite comfortable sitting on my sofa and being able to utilize the touchscreen when the whimsy took me. Right now I know it's just the first day, but I'm looking forward to using it over the next 30 days of free play, and at the end of the month making a tough decision regarding the cost of the extra month's sub. So, reminder, as they said, the Nintendo Switch sub is in addition to the sub that you pay for the other consoles and the PC sub. So you do have to pay an extra sub. As I'm already paying for the companion app and 10 retainers, would it be worth it to me to cut back on something in order to keep the Switch 2 sub in addition to my regular subs? Or would it be something to only pay for during holidays or vacations in order to have the convenience of taking it on the go, and not something to have year-round just because? But for everyone else, I would love to hear what you think. Have you given the Switch version a try? Why or why not? Or if you have no plans to at all, what was the deciding factor? Please leave your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much, as always, to my patrons and channel members. You are absolutely the biggest contributors to why I'm able to do what I do, but to everyone else who watches, likes, and subscribes, you help so much. I hope everyone takes care, loves themselves as much as you love others, and I'll see you all in game.